I would like to say sorry for flirting with minors, begging for money, and a lot of other things I've done over the time of like being on the internet, such as like e-dating like underage people, asking for nudes when I was like 16, just a bunch of dumb weird stuff that like was very wrong. And I'll also like to say sorry to girls that were affected, to me, well, by me, I mean.
This is Dam. Dam is a Minecraft Bed Wars YouTuber and a frequent commenter, with his latest channel having over 100,000 subscribers. Specifically, the video I just showed you is Dam directly admitting to and apologizing for flirting with underage girls, among other things. I wanted to show you that clip first, because covering this person is going to be pretty tricky for a number of reasons. For those unaware, this is the third part of a 3-part series covering a YouTube channel selling and commenting scheme that Dam is connected to, but you don't need to watch either of the previous 2 videos to understand this one. If you want to watch them, feel free, but I ask that you keep this tab open so YouTube doesn't kill me in my sleep. As I was saying, the reason that covering and analyzing the actions of Dam is tricky is that despite there being a vast number of claims from people, it's next to impossible to have airtight evidence. Many of the users that have approached me after my last video released have asked to remain anonymous as to not be harassed any further, and I am going to honor their wishes. A lot of these claims cannot be specifically verified, and I want you to know that going in. But I also want you to know that the person we now know as Dam has admitted to and apologized for his behavior on 2 separate occasions. The one I just showed you and one we'll be getting into later. That is incredibly important, as it confirms that not only has he definitely done this before, but he apologized for flirting with minors, plural. This means that he has definitely done it more than once, despite the story he maintains even to this day. Another thing to note is that, at the time he recorded this video, his name wasn't Dam. In fact, his name has only been Dam for the past couple months. In the 6 years that Damien has tried to grow his following on YouTube, he's, for some odd reason we'll talk about later, changed his name and accounts upward of 10 separate times. In fact, you might actually know him by one of his older names, as they tend to become pretty infamous pretty quickly. In no particular order, we have Perprate, Dexonic, Updive, SpexMC, Damien, Damify, Teals, Raven, Pexstick, Disobliged, Ida Bloater, Damien, Damien, Forgive, Updive YouTube, and on and on. These were just the ones I was able to find quickly, as he's deleted a number of channels after getting backlash for, you know, being himself. We won't be talking about all of these user accounts because I honestly just don't have the time, so what I'm going to do is focus on the names he's most known for and the incidents surrounding them. I am going to go crazy by the end of this video, but let's just start with the weird stuff. Not anything strictly illegal or super horrible, but just like really strange or kind of annoying. So the least terrible but still annoying thing that Dam is known for is that he copies comments all the time. This account, Dam, the name he currently goes by, is an account he bought in order to get priority when commenting. It's a pretty badly kept secret on YouTube that if you have over 100,000 subscribers, your comments get a priority when being shown to other people, making it extremely easy to get to the top comment of any video you choose. As a result, a lot of channels have been bought recently from the website OG users in order to shortcut the growth process on YouTube, getting thousands of subscribers after paying for long dead accounts to comment with. You might recognize a few of these channels I'm showing you now, but I went more in depth with this in my last 2 videos. Dam, by the way, is a pretty active member in OG users. His original account got banned, but he now goes by the name of Finkel, seen here replying to the thread trying to oust him from the website for, you know, being himself. While his old account is now deleted, he's known on the website for being a vendor of YouTube channels, and is also known for relentlessly scamming people. Before I get into that though, here's a fun screenshot to look at. Just soak it all in. Just real nice like. Back to the scamming, here's a fun little incident in his Perprate days, aka in the April of 2020. Damien, the account of his that was banned due to this thread, made a deal with Xting to trade $488 in Bitcoin for 510 USD. After sending half before the deal and receiving the second payment, Dam blocked Xting and left the group chat they were in. After getting in contact with him again, Dam said that his bank quote-unquote stopped working and refused to talk to him, because that's definitely how banks work. It's also important to note that by 2020, he was so infamous for jumping to new accounts when things got bad that Xting genuinely thought he switched entire identities over a $300 scam. So that's fun. Here's another OG user's account that's also banned, asking for a Snapchat account that gets at least 1K views and directing selling offers to his Discord account. If we check the user just called Damn on OG users, he's also been banned, with his ban message including 4 other accounts, including Damien, that have also been banned for scamming. And yet, despite this, he's continually allowed back on the site, despite people, knowing who he is. His scams aren't only related to OG users, but for the sake of time and my own sanity, I think I've proved it more than enough. All the evidence and links will be in a document on the top line of the description, by the way. This isn't the end to Damn buying and selling a bunch of other accounts though. In his endless flailing quest to garner a fanbase for what I'm sure are perfectly normal reasons, Damn has a tendency to buy random accounts just to plug his socials on them and then leave them to die. For example, here's an Instagram account by the name of Whelp Food. If you take a good look at all of these images, only one isn't about food. The final thing this account ever posted, where it was completely active before then, was a post telling people to abandon the account and instead follow Dam's. Because, of course, the burger demographic and the Minecraft Bed Wars YouTuber demographic has a very heavy overlap. This sort of weird lack of understanding pervades everything that Damn does. I'm not going to say that he's stupid, because that would be rude, but he sure does seem to fail at a lot of things a lot of the time and repeatedly acts like a child would when given the opportunity. For example, let's look at how he reacted to some of the exposing videos on him in the past. Let's jump over to TikTok and it was removed. By Damn. Fun. There are still a good few YouTube videos about him though, but it's not due to a lack of trying on Dam's end. When official Opit released a video entitled The Perp Rate Situation, he received not 1, but 2 separate privacy complaints. For those who don't know, only the person affected, their lawyer, or their guardian can submit a privacy complaint, according to YouTube's guidelines. And thanks to Damn, yet again acting not very smart, I know for a fact that it's him specifically that's submitting these. After I released my previous video on this situation, Damn thought it right to contact me directly over Discord to have what can only be described as a tantrum. Oh, by the way, this conversation was only after he submitted a privacy complaint on my video too. I'm putting a lot of the conversation in my evidence document, but the main thing I'll focus on is the section where I bring up the privacy complaint. Firstly, I decided to blur the part of my last video where I showed his face, and I've decided to keep that up for this one. Even though his face is most certainly public information and can be found on Google within seconds, I'd rather not give him any more ammo to attack my video with. But his main claim is that I was harassing him because he doesn't want people to know about the things he directly admitted to and apologized for doing. Which is not harassment, it's journalism. He also mentions on more than one occasion that he only ever did it once. That was the only incident and he's never done it again, and play that clip again.
I would like to say sorry for flirting with minors.
Whoops. Now this is entirely a theory of mine, complete conjecture, but it really feels like Damn is in a state of arrested development, where even though he's of legal age currently, he still acts like and has the mindset of a child. It's pretty evident to me in the way that he reacts to almost every bit of drama he's faced with. I also find it pretty rich that what he had to say about the first incident, the one where he actually admitted to his wrongdoings, a confession we'll talk about soon, he stated that he didn't know how to respond to drama yet when he made it, which means, to me, that in his mind, apologizing, fixing the mistake, and moving on is the wrong way to respond to drama. The right way, as it seems in this case, is to jump ship every time you get exposed for, your well-documented actions. But that's conjecture, as I said. However, here is an image that I like to call not conjecture. That's Damn, actual human being with a brain, stating that he has deeply looked into the legality of the incident and in the same breath acknowledges that the situation was fucked up and claims that the 12-year-old at the time made up the story about him, despite the situation itself actually happening according to him. Are you starting to get what I mean here? And we haven't even gotten in depth to the situation that he directly admitted to, so let's talk about it. This is Avaqueen, a victim of Damn. At the time, he went by Dexonic, yet he was still pulling the classics, aka DMing girls uncomfortably younger than him. In this specific instance, Avaqueen was 12, not 13 like Damn claims, and Damn himself was 15, soon to be turning 16. Now, I have to note, for the sake of fairness, that Damn was correct about this technically being legal in his state. There are a couple minor offenses, good joke me, that he could get in trouble for, but nothing that would really result in actual punishment. However, repeatedly and actively leveraging your position as a known entity on YouTube in order to get people significantly younger than you to send explicit content is something that any reasonable human being would agree is scummy, weird, and that the person in question should not be allowed to have that platform. The unfortunate part of this situation specifically is that most of them talking was on Snapchat, meaning it all got deleted. But from Avaqueen herself, Damien tried forcing her to send nudes his way, or else he would dox her address. Seems a little odd, coming from the guy who's super concerned about privacy these days. This whole situation, by the way, would have likely been swept under the rug due to a lack of evidence, except for the fact that he directly confessed to it. Again, damn, thank you for doing that. Your conscience clearly existed at one point. On a twit longer that he's since deleted, seems to be a theme, Mentally I'm Okay Damien addresses multiple allegations, most importantly the Avaqueen one. Quoting him directly, "I did ask for the nudes from Ava, 13 years old, actually 12, but that was a wrongdoing of me as most of my actions." He also goes on to admit to and apologize for begging so many people for money that he can't even count the amount of times. His words. And referring to his flirting with e-girl stuff as mentally retarded. Very classy as always. Oh, remember that whole e-girl thing I mentioned 10 seconds ago? Yeah, he didn't stop that. We'll get into the more severe parts in a moment, but just checking his latest Twitter account's likes section, it's just like all e-girls. And by the way, just thirsting on Twitter is definitely not a horrible thing, maybe a bit stupid, but in conjunction to, you know, him, it gives evidence to his general state of mind. More specifically, that he didn't mean a goddamn thing in either of his apologies. Oh, also, here's evidence of a time where he just like pretended that he committed suicide and that his mom is accessing his Discord for reasons? Like something a child would do, perhaps. Oh, also, he spammed tags in the descriptions of his videos before then removing them because it is explicitly against YouTube terms of service. Oh, also, here's an actual fucking compilation of Damn being creepy in DMs. He has done it so much that there are dedicated compilation videos for it. Oh, also, here is a Twitter account dedicated to keeping track of his account hopping called Dexonic Monitor. Oh, also, here's a video of him saying the N-word, something he has done multiple times.
What the fuck did I just click on? Fuck you, KSI.
Yeah, your mom's young.
Yo!
Do you understand just how many instances of being a terrible person this guy has over his head? Here's a very basic lie he told. Dexonic DM'd a 15-year-old asking for thigh pics with his name written on them. He asked this in 2021. You might recognize that as the current year, where he is 19 years old.
You're 19 and you asked a 15-year-old for thigh pics. You want to see a 15-year-old's thighs, bro. Like,
Bro, it's legit fucking around.
In the VC, he claims he was fucking around and said it was a joke, despite him denying that he ever did it when first confronted, which is kinda like what a child does. It's almost as if Damn is a pathological liar who will do or say anything in order to avoid trouble or to get what he wants, which is children. Allegedly, of course. Now, despite me being a little mean still in this video, because, you know, his actions, I came off a bit too rude in my previous video. I admit that. So instead of me doing it, let's have Bed Wars YouTuber Pikaclicks take it away from me.
Just don't belong here. Is it really that hard for you to just leave these people alone, this community that you have just absolutely traumatized over and over again? You're selfish for still being here. I imagine that some of these girls that you've fucked with probably still think about you pretty often in a traumatic way. I really don't doubt that you have traumatized some of these girls, and the fact that you keep inserting yourself into this community, determined to stay here, unwilling to leave despite the fact that everybody wants you to, is selfish. Because you need to give these girls a chance to heal. Even if you were to come back at least a year in the future, at the very least they would have time to heal to themselves without you sticking your dick in it. You are ruining everything for these literal children. When we are begging you to leave, it's not because we think that maybe some harassment will get you to change and be a better person. No, we gave up on that years ago. By the 4th time that you quit and resurfaced. We don't care about making you better anymore. We think you're a lost cause. We just want you to leave. That's why we are bullying you as a group. All of us together, the entire community harasses you every time you come back. Do you wonder why it happens to you and nobody else who's made mistakes? It's because we have given up on making you a better person. We want you to leave. We want you to leave and never come back. That's all I have to say. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Pikaclicks. You put it better than I could. And also, thanks for not grooming children. I shouldn't have to thank you for that, but this entire video process has kind of destroyed my trust in the Minecraft community, so thank you for doing the bare minimum in terms of integrity. Now, from here, I'm gonna turn my attention to you, the viewer. I just spent something like 13 or 14 or 15 minutes ripping into this guy, and I believe rightfully so, but you might be sitting here and thinking, well, what could I do? You don't have to do anything, just interacting with this video helps get the message out there, and I don't condone rating anything. However, if you could, try to get this video out there. Share it to your friends, share it to any YouTubers you know, any drama channels even. Shoot Mudahar or Scarce or anyone else an email or a tweet or anything. Get the word out that Dam shouldn't be here. We may not be able to bring consequences legally, but if the entire internet lets Dam know that he's not welcome here, and really making that point clear, he might finally decide to leave these poor children alone. That being said, I thank you deeply for watching this, and have a nice day. If anyone wants to stick around for this part, I want to talk a little bit about my channel and the direction I have in mind going forward. Specifically, my channel is not a drama channel, and I stumbled onto this entire situation by chance. I don't have a specific type of video or even a series, I just make whatever comes to mind, but it generally revolves around a mix of gaming, shows, philosophy, or analysis. If you want to subscribe, do it for those videos, not for drama, because seriously this entire thing was a headache and I'd rather not do it again. Anyways, blah blah blah, subscribe and shit, and have a good day. You deserve it, truly.